First chance of the game. It's special. What a goal. Everybody talked about. Victory after rest. The corner.
Arsenal's next 5 fixtures compared to Aston Villa and Man City as Premier League gap closes. Arsenal have seen their lead at the top of the Premier League table cut to just 2 points, with Aston Villa and Manchester City closing in, while Chelsea also circle those in the race. The Premier League title race has sparked to life once again, with Arsenal's last gasp defeat to Aston Villa bursting it wide open at the top. The Gunners went behind in the first half, as Matty Cash gave the Villa Park faithful some hope of landing 9 wins in their last 10. Super sub Leandro Trossard appeared to drag the visitors back into it, but there was a twist late in the tale. After a scramble in the box that Arsenal couldn't clear, Emiliano Buendia was alive to a loose ball, slamming home an effort that sent the home fans delirious. That saw Aston Villa move within 3 points of Arsenal at the top, while opening up an opportunity to Manchester City. They capitalised in the game at 3 p.m, with goals from Ruben Dias, Josko Gvardiol, and Phil Foden securing an important 3 points over Sunderland. Chelsea weren't quite able to make it count, making up just 1 point, with a less than tantalising 0-0 away at Bournemouth. It means just 3 points separate the top 3, while the top 4 are separated by 8 points. So, with the Premier League title race seemingly wide open again, here's a look at the next 5 fixtures for all 4 sides ahead of another busy few weeks. Arsenal have a mixed run of matches coming up, which will need to get them back on a run of winning form. Wolves at home appears to be a nice one to return with, but clashes with Everton, Brighton, Aston Villa and Bournemouth are all capable of giving the Gunners a tough time if they aren't careful. Manchester City will need to make the most of this run if they want to take the initiative the Premier League title race. There are 3 tough away games coming up, which could cause problems, while a clash with Chelsea could provide another difficult day. Aston Villa may be surprise Premier League title contenders, but the run coming up will truly test them. 3 tough fixtures on the bounce against Manchester United, Chelsea, and Arsenal will test if they can stick around with the others who are chasing after the title. Chelsea will need a perfect run of form over the next 5 to keep themselves in the title race conversation, after 1 point in their last 2. The matches ahead aren't easy, though, with Newcastle away always seen as a tough one, while Aston Villa and Manchester City sit above them. Sky Sports football journalists look back on Saturday's Premier League action as Arsenal slipped up against Aston Villa. Will injuries derail Mikel Arteta's title bid? Are Unai Emery's side now contenders? Plus, Liverpool falter again and Chelsea's striker issue. It's hits and misses. If the situation seemed bad at full time, it is surely now in a state of near disrepair. Arne Slot made a statement by leaving Mohamed Salah on the bench for the 3rd game in a row, a 3-3 draw with Leeds, choosing to let him watch the entire game from the sideline. Salah, who has been criticised by Jamie Carragher for only speaking in the media when it suits him, felt he had little choice but to respond, delivering a bombshell interview in the mixed zone at Elland Road that has plunged his future into doubt. Slot was already under increasing external pressure of failing to win the 7 points against West Ham, Sunderland and Leeds United that Carragher said he needed to save his job. Salah's intervention can only make life harder for the Dutchman. For Arsenal, defeat to Aston Villa was made more painful by the lateness of the decisive goal. But as Mikel Arteta pointed out, it could have happened sooner. We gave 2 balls away that could have cost us the game before the actual goal, he said. The Gunners could not be accused of a lack of effort defensively. Time and again, they held themselves in front of shots. Their total of 7 blocks was their 2nd highest in a game this season. But the repeated last-ditch defending betrayed their shakiness. Usually, they do not need those desperate interventions. But these are not usual circumstances, with Christian Mosquera having been added to a centre-back injury list, which already included first-choice duo William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes. The injuries called for Piero Hincapié and Jurrien Timber to start together for the first time at centre-back. The instability has taken a toll. Arsenal have conceded in 4 out of 5 games since Gabriel's injury, having only done so in 3 out of 17 previously. Villa were excellent, but Arsenal were there to be got at. Their total of 2 points to 7 expected goals against underlined the quality of the chances Villa were able to create. The figure accounted for roughly 25% of Arsenal's total across 15 Premier League games this season.